And now let's turn to Taiwan, where the confirmed death toll from last weekend's earthquake is now hitting 116. All perished under a collapsed 17-story apartment building toppled by the tremor. Search operations have now been concluded as the missing have all been accounted for. The collapse has also caused 550 injuries. An investigative report is expected to be released later this month. Now, Ryan Meltzer reports from the site of the disaster.
Two buildings used to tower over this low-rise Tainan neighborhood. Only one still stands. Buildings that used to lie in the shadow of the Weiguan Golden Dragon complex survived last Saturday's earthquake completely unscarred. The same can't be said for those living close by, many of whom knew people in the doomed complex.
I heard screams and could see people shouting for help from the windows of the collapsed building. It was like a living hell.
We were always worried the building could collapse one day. We weren't confident in the construction, which seemed to be of very cheap quality.
The neighborhood has been turned into a disaster zone, an emergency response center. Authorities have commandeered shop lots to act as briefing rooms, a media center, a station for collecting DNA samples from relatives. Beneath the temple, an army of volunteers from religious and community groups have been churning out meals to make sure the rescuers and media are properly fed.
I just felt so much empathy for the victims of this disaster. I just couldn't sit by and do nothing, so I had to come here to help out.
The search efforts and clearing of the wreckage may be nearing their conclusion, but the tragic sights and sounds of that night will continue to haunt the residents of this area for a long time to come.
It's so horribly sad to see so many young people lose their lives. It's heartbreaking, really heartbreaking.
Yang will be reminded of that day every time she steps outside her house and sees only sky where the Golden Dragon complex once loomed. Ryan Meltzer, CCTV, Tainan, Taiwan.